Hi, this is Venkat. Actually, we are going to talk about Odessa technologies. Uh, in Odessa technologies, this is the pattern. Before that, this is our YouTube channel. We used to put all the technology videos and the projects. And apart from the interview questions in this YouTube channel, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking this subscribe button. The YouTube channel is a Wiki Techie code. You can search it and click this bell symbol to get indications. Odessa Technologies. In Odessa Technologies, you'll be having round 1 where you got some aptitude questions and also C language coding. Followed by the round 2, you got your programming skill test. And round 3 and round 4 is nothing but your face-to-face interview. It can be like a technical interview followed by 2 technical interviews followed by your 5th round of HR interview maybe, or they may add 1 technical interview and 1 HR interview. It depends on the college and also like the number of people who are coming for the interview. Okay, let's move on. So this is one of the first program they will ask in the interview. Generate the Fibonacci series. Okay, so I've written a small piece of program. You can note it down here. So things like, what is Fibonacci series? The first number is 0 and the second number is 1. Obviously 0 plus 1 you'll get 1 here. 1 plus 1 you'll get 2 here. 1 plus 2 you will be having, so we have to add the current number plus the previous number and generate it here. 2 plus 3 you'll be getting 5 here. 3 plus 5 you will be getting 8 here. This is called as a Fibonacci series. So I'm trying to print a Fibonacci series. So I got only one written here. I don't want this one. Okay, anyway, so you are able to see I'm trying to make a loop because I have to loop it. First thing, the first condition is like you need to put a for loop and initialize the first 2 numbers. The first number is 0 and the second number is 1. Now we need to add these 2 numbers with the term, like maybe I'll have the variable as next term. I got a variable as next term is equal to 0 plus 1, it's 1 here. Okay, 0 plus 1. So I got the first number as n, or it's x. It's x1, and the second number as x2, and the third number as next term. So these are the 3 numbers I take it. And apart from that, what I've done is like up to which number I want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to generate these numbers. Okay, so the value of n is equal to 5 I gave. If I want the 5th number, make it as 6. This number, make it as 7 over here. Okay, let's generate our Fibonacci series. Okay, so I've given a small animated thing like how it works. Now I'm trying to get my x1 value. So the x1 value is 0 and the x2 value is 1. Okay, x2 value is 1. Okay, obviously 0 plus 1 you'll get 1 here. 1 plus 1 you got 2 here. 1 plus 2 you got 3 here. So this is how we are trying to get the output, that's Fibonacci series, which we are trying to print it. And let's move on to the calculation part. Over here, 1 plus 1, I want to make it out. So sorry, 0 plus 1, you need this 0 plus 1, that's 1 here. Okay, so that's the one. Next term is equal to x1 plus x2. Over here, I got 1 plus 1, that's 2 here. 1 plus 2, you got 3 here. So 2 plus 3, you got 5 here. So 3 plus 5, you got 8 here. So this is the next term value will be the current number and plus the previous number. Okay, and afterwards I need to make this one as x1 and x2. The next value is this one should be x1 and this one should be x2. Okay, and afterwards this one should be x1 and this one should be x2. And afterwards this one should be x1 and this one should be x2. Okay, it will go on. So this is a process I have to do. So x2 value I need to assign to x1. Okay, that's the one I'm trying to do it. You're able to see it here. This 1 value is here. This 1 value is here. This 2 values here. 3 values here. It will go on. So x2 value, the previous number, the current value. Okay, the previous value should be assigned with the current value. So the current value should be the next term, the next one. You're able to see it here. This is 1. So you are able to see it here, 0 plus 1. So over here, this is coming. Okay, so x1. So x2 is the next term. The next one should be assigned to 1. And this one should be here. This one should be here. This one should be here. And this one should be here. This is how we are able to manipulate your for loop. So the first thing is like, first you will have the first loop processing. This will be taken as output, and I got the value 0 as printed. The second iteration, I got this value as printed. The third iteration, this value will be printed. The fourth iteration, this value will be printed. And fifth iteration, you will be having this one as printed. This is how you'll be having the Fibonacci series generator. Okay, so this is the first program they will ask in Odessa Technologies. Let's move on to the next program. The next program is like, I got two variables. You need to swap it, okay, without a third variable. So how we can do it? So it's a small mathematical formula, you have to use it. It's a simple logic, you have to use it. What is the logic? Let's move on. You're able to see it here. I got the value x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. These are the two numbers I've got. X is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. Now I'm trying to add these two numbers. X is equal to x plus y. The value will be becoming 15, the first line of code. So x is equal to x plus y. Now the value of x is 15. So x is equal to, okay, so x is equal to the value is 15 here. Okay, so I'm trying to check the 5, sorry. Y is equal to x minus 5. X minus y. So the x value is 15 minus 5, you'll be getting the value as 10. The y value becomes 10. And now I'm trying to make it out another exception. X is equal to x minus y. The y value is 10 and the x value is 15. So 15 minus 10, you'll get the value as 5. So the x value becomes 5. Okay, so you are able to see it is swapped. This is how we are able to swap the variables without a third variable. Okay, this program is asked in Odessa Technologies. Let's move on to the next question. Finding the sum of an array. First thing you should understand what is an array. Array is nothing but kind of like a grouping of similar data types. I got one integer 10. If I got 10 integers, maybe the integer will be 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a similar data types. I'm trying to club it in a concept called array. Okay, I'm going to talk about the arrays. Now we will be getting a lot of arrays, array values, and this is a program which will try to add or sum those arrays. How we are going to add all the variables, considering I got an array of 10, 5, 6, 7. 10 plus 5, 15, plus 6 plus 7. Okay, 21 plus 7. 21 plus 7. So this is how it will work. 10, 5, 6, 7. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 7 becomes 28. So the value of the output will be 28. So we have to loop it. Take first variable, add with the second, with the third, with the fourth. Here, this array is declared in a name called array of 4. This one, the 10 value is array of 0. The second value is array of 1. The third value is array of 2. The fourth value is array of 0, 1, 2, it's 3. Okay, we got 4 arrays, 4 variables or 4 integers in an array. Okay, now the question is, you may ask me this question, like how we are going to traverse it. So 0, 1, 2, 3, that should be a for loop to pass this variable. So I got a for int I equal to 0. I got array of I. So array of 0, array of 1, 2, array of 3 will be getting these values, every values. So I initiated the sum value as 0. Sum is equal to 0. Obviously, in the first step, you'll be having this kind of option. What it will do? Thing is like the first step, you'll be having 10, 5, 6, 7. sum is equal, so the value is 10 here. The next value is like array of 1 is nothing but 5. So 10 plus 5 you will be getting 15. Array of 2 is 6. So 15 plus 6 it becomes 21. The next value is like array of 3, it's 21 plus 7. So it will be having the sum value as 28. So printing the sum value, the final output is the value is 28. This is how you are able to calculate the sum of an array. So this is another program they will ask in the interview. It can be asked in technical interview, or it can be asked in the written test also. So you have to note it down. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question is finding the least common multiples of two numbers. What is my least common multiples? I got two numbers. I'll explain you what is this LCM. Okay, so I got the value as a 5 and the value as 3. So 5 and 3. So obviously you got 5 and 3. The multiples of 5 is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will go on. Whereas the number 3 is having 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It will go on 21. Over here, which one is common? The least common multiples. The least common multiples is 15 here, which is there in 15. So you need to find which is common between these two numbers. That's how the question is. We have to write this program. How we can write it? Okay, obviously we'll be increasing the patterns to see whether any numbers is matching between these two. So I have given the logic. So I take this number, some number 8 percentage, which is nothing but the modulus 5, which is equal to 0, and 8 percentage of 3 is equal to 0. If these both conditions satisfied, this condition is satisfied and this condition is satisfied, then that's the least common multiple. Obviously, if I try to use here 15 here, I'll put 15 here. What it will do? So 15 percentage of 5 is equal to 2 because it's a remainder. The percentage indicates the modulus. So if the number is having the remainder of 0 and if the number is having the remainder of 0, then you have to give it this number as the LCM. So that's the plan. I'm going to do it. Let's start writing the program for this logic. Okay, over here you're able to see I took the value n1 here, 5, and you can have any number it will work it out. The program will work. N2 as 3. Okay, now I'm trying to check out which one is bigger. Obviously 5 is bigger than 3, right? 5 is greater than 3. I'm trying to put that one in a variable called a max value, which I've declared here, which I've declared. So this is called, they will call it as a ternary operator. Ternary operator is nothing but if this condition is satisfied, print this number, take this number. The condition is not satisfied, take this number and assign this value here. The condition is satisfied, n1 is greater than n2. Obviously, I took this n1 and posted in max value. Okay, I'll put a while loop to check out whether the condition is always true. So I'm trying to make an infinite loop until I reach my condition. To come out from that, I use this break command. So it will be looping it. It will be looping it forever. If the condition is satisfied, break it, come out from the loop. That's why your break command is used. Now let's move on here. If max value percentage of n1, I got the max value as of 5. The max value is 5, right? 5. So 5 greater than 3. So obviously 5 is coming here. 5 percentage of 5 is equal to 0 and 5 percentage of 3 is equal to 0. Here the condition is satisfied. Good. Because 5% remainder of 5 divided by 5 divided by 5, the remainder is 0. Yes. 5 divided by 3, the remainder is not 0. Okay. So here the condition is satisfied. Here the condition is not satisfied. Okay. So this if loop, this won't work. This won't work. Okay. This will work. So I'm increasing the max value. The max value become 6 now. 6 percentage of 5 is equal to 0, and because plus plus, I'm trying to increment it. I'm trying to increment it. So 5 becomes 6 now. 6 percentage of 3 is equal to 0. This condition is satisfied, but this condition is not satisfied. So once again, there is a problem. Now, so this condition, this loop is not executing. I'm going this outer loop plus plus of max value. Once again, I'm coming back with the value of 7. Percentage of 5 is equal to 0, and 7 percentage of 3 is equal to 0. Okay, in that case, both the conditions are not satisfied. So it will go on with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13, 14, but 15. Now it reached 15 now. Okay, because I'm incrementing here. If the condition is not satisfied, loop through it and increment this value, max value. Now 15 percentage of 5 is equal to 0, and 15 percentage of 3 equal to 0, which indicates this condition is satisfied and this condition is satisfied. So uncondition is satisfied, and this guy printf will try to print the max value as 15. The LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So the break command will be executed, it will come out, and you'll be getting the outputs. This is how you are able to identify the LCM of two numbers. Let's move on to the next question. Like the max number, find the max number in an array. Okay, so before going to this one, let's have this one in the next video. Thank you. Hi. So let's talk about the next program, that's finding the max number in an array. So previous video, like in the previous things, we have seen like the sum of an array. Now this is another question they may ask in the interview. That's the max value of an array. Okay, let's move on to see what is this one. See, things like I got 4 arrays. So you know that in the previous video I've explained what is an array. Array is nothing but similar data types are grouped together. That's they call it as array. Okay, so considering I got an array, the array is array of 4. Okay, which got, so 4 elements can be accommodated here. The values are 10, 15, 6 and 7. These 4 numbers I am trying to accommodate. Okay, in that case I am trying to take the max value as the first number. So max value is equal to 10, the first number. So it's nothing but array of 0, array of 1, array of 2, array of 3. Okay, so this is the one I'm trying to assign it. And afterwards, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to take the max value. I'm putting a condition if I'm taking this max value 10 is greater or lesser than the array of 1. Okay, considering how it works, let's see. Over here, I'm putting a for loop. I need a for loop for this first. For loop in the sense I'm trying to make a for loop of looping through it. Looping through it. Now I got my max value. The max value is 10 here because I took the array of 0 as 10. Okay, this is the line I've written. Okay, 10 less than array of I. Array of I is 0. Array of 0 is 10. 10 less than 10. No, this condition is not satisfied. It will move on to the next one. Next one. Now the next condition is array of I becomes 1 here. From 0 it becomes 1 because I'm looping through. Array of 1 is nothing but 15. Yes, the condition is satisfied. Now the array of 1 which is nothing but 15 is assigned to max value. Now the max value become 15. Okay, the value is 15 here. Now the max value is 15 here, and the array of I becomes 2 here. Array of 2 is 6 here. The condition is not satisfied. So first condition is not satisfied, second is satisfied, third condition is not satisfied. Okay, so once again it will loop it. Now the array of values becomes 3. Array of 3 is nothing but 7 here. The condition is not satisfied. So the max value is 15 here, which is going to be printed here. It's not sum, this is max value. The max value is 15 here. So that's the one I've explained here. 10 less than 15, it will become 15 less than 7, 15 less than 6. So the max value is 15, 15 and 15 in all the for loop and if loop, and the value is printed. This is how this program should be executed to find the max value of an array. So this is another question they will ask in the interview. That's nothing but the difference between the final, finalize and finally. What is it? So it's a basic difference we got. Final is nothing but for declaring the variables or functions, or it can be a class. Once I got my value final int a is equal to 10. This a value cannot be changed. The value, the final value of a is 10. Okay, obviously you're able to see it here. I got a final int b here, which indicates you can't change the value of b. Okay, so that's a final variable, can't be modified. Okay, I got my class, a final class, which indicates I can't extend or inherit. Can't inherit. That is a final. You don't have child for this guy. Okay, that's called a final class. So final class cannot be extended. Okay, this is the final function. So I got a function final method which cannot be overridden or which cannot be changed. The final can be used for the variable, class and also for the methods. So that's called a final keyword. Okay, so on the other end, what is finally? Finally is nothing but I got my code like a is equal to int a is equal to 10 divided by 0, which indicates as a divide by 0 exception. It is not going to be executed. The value is infinity. In that case, it will throw an error. To catch such kind of exception, we'll be using try, and you'll be having a catch loop. Okay, so try and catch, and if there is anything needs to be done, we'll be having this finally loop, which indicates I'm going to write an error like a print, it's an error, divide by 0 error. Finally, print the data is good or not, something like that. I gave something. Okay, if considering this try loop is executed successfully, still this finally loop will get executed. Okay, so considering this catch loop is getting executed, if try is not executing, catch will get executed. Still, if catch is executed, finally will get executed. That's why it's called finally loop. Whatever things happens, execute this finally method. Okay, and this is your finalize. Finalize is nothing but is a keyword used in Java, and which in turn is nothing but a destructor. Okay, you are able to see here the function finalize, which indicates it's used to clean up the process. If there is any object which is having null reference or irreference objects, I don't want this object in the computer. In that case, if you are executing this finalize method, automatically it will clean up all the objects. That's how your finalize method will work. And this is the definition. You just note it down for the interview. And so we got our company, Kashu Infotech and Wikiteki. We are focusing mostly on helping the students and also the people who are looking for a job. And if you have any company question papers, like if you are looking for any company question papers, please inform us so that we will prepare it and we'll give it to you through our YouTube channels. And you can send the company information and your details to this particular email ID, kashu.info@gmail.com. Immediately we'll try to upload this as a video and we can help you to get your job. Apart from that, if you are a fresher or if you're looking for a job, please contact us. We are giving training, and apart from that, we are giving job opportunities for the people to work in our live projects. Thank you. And this is our YouTube channels. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just watch it out and get a lot of information about technology in our YouTube channel. Say it. Thank you.